Welcome to the Premier Sim Racers Club. Here today, drivers have just gotten done with their qualifying. We'll pull up the qualifying order here. So first is Adam Matt, second Jeff Yanesh, third Troy Hayden, fourth Chris Medford, fifth Dwayne Hunt, sixth Troy Radford, seventh Todd Cray, eighth Brandon Medford, ninth Levi Poland, 10th Jerry Cochran, 11th William Kemp, 12th Garrett Johnson, 13th Gary May, 14th Ray Polking, 15th Jason Mullis, 16th Larry Brunner, 17th Mark Jenkins, 18th Chuck Sweeting, 19th Steve Yanesh. Here, I did not realize that one of these logos was messed up. I thought I fixed it, but evidently I didn't, so let me paste that logo in here very quickly. I don't know what SDK has done with the logos, but evidently they just don't want to work. So let me change this one very quickly. Make sure my transition is also fixed correctly. So give me just 1 second here. Yes, there we go. Should be fine now. But 117 laps here. Race info. 9th race of the season. 17 laps with 4 sets tires. I don't know when the caution will come out for the end of the stage because they decide that during the drivers meeting. This league is sponsored by Buttkicker, Custom Paints and Diecasts, Mint Mortgage, Nitro Racing, Northland, Leisure Products, Sim Racer Hub, Sim Speed Shop, Realty Executives, and Real Assist supports the league. So I don't know who waiting for the grid here. Someone not gridding. There they go. They decided to not be the trouble child anymore. And grid finally. See them slowly roll off here. I need to find a way to get that off my screen. Excuse me here. I need to find it. Huh. Start lights. There it is. Believe, yeah, there we go. So now that will be hidden from the screen now. That was always a very annoying thing to see. So there we go. That's gone. And excuse me there, that was my fault. Do expect these cars to be a little bit loose, especially with this track. They don't have that much downforce on them. But at least we see some rear ends be kicked out of the car. A little bit slideways. Just a bit, not a lot, hopefully. As the pace truck will pull in, Mats and Yanesh will lead them back to green. Or lead them to green. As the green flag is in the air, we are underway here. See mats right now just wrapping the bottom. I'm probably going to stay in the bottom for, say, the whole entire run. Now, if you get loose, you can move up a little bit. I've gotten single file very quickly, though. I would have expected a little bit more chaos than that. But I'm not going to complain either. You kind of don't want wrecks in races, but at the same time you do. That kind of makes them a little bit more interesting, in my opinion. Races get a little bit stale when nobody has any incidents. I believe I saw this paint scheme in real life somewhere. I don't know why, but it's a feeling that I have. As we have, looks like that is Yanesh, maybe? No. That is Radford going up under Craig, trying to get that position. He won't be able to get that as Craig's actually going to put the power down and try to get to the outside of Radford. He might be there too. Yeah, he's there enough to where Medford can't come up to the wall like he needs to. I did not think he was there, but he had just enough to stop him from washing up. So that was a good move by him. Ganesh just ran the fastest lap of the race with a 30 flat. Look how fast this is. Matt's with a 30.04. I wouldn't be too worried about lap times right now. If you get past, you get past. And not like, the end of the world by any means. It's going to suck, yes, but you have a lot of time to go catch them. We got, that is Johnson up under Medford for 8th position right now. Johnson's going to be stuck behind the 81. It's going to put 81 pretty wide, or is he going to decide to stay behind him? He's going to, I'd actually stay behind him. Surprisingly, I thought he would have maybe tucked out a little bit and gave it a shot to try to move around him, but he decides, hey, I'm just going to actually stay tucked in with someone else. I'm not going to risk it. No point in it. We got Medford's going to be shut to the outside now. Poland trying to get to his inside, and I think he's going to have the position. A1's not really going to fight him either. He's going to let him go. Should have been falling line behind him. Gary May's not having such a good start to the race. I believe he's won this season. Let me pull up the stats here. Standings. Matt has 4 wins, I believe. Or 5. May have won a race. No, he hasn't. I thought he did. Matt's has 3 wins. Sorry, Matt's 3. Chuck 1. Jesse Bennell 1. Radford 1. I think some people rise to the top that showing that, hey, I'm here to be serious about it, not just here to mess around. Run it for the fun of it at all. And no, I'm like, serious. So I'm glad. I like that. Johnson's trying to get to the outside of Kempf right now. He's got to the outside. I thought he's be fine now. He might catch the draft of the 91. I think he will. That'll help pull him up to him just a tad. Kemp going to try to kind of wash up in that middle line. Up front, though, is Matz. He's keeping Yanesh behind him just a little bit. Medford riding that high line. I don't think he can get down to the bottom if he even wanted to. He can now. He's going to merge pretty calmly. I thought he would have maybe kind of tried to chop the nose a little bit, but he decides not to. In front of Poland. Poland, however, is actually, I think Medford got a little bit tight there off the bottom. Drifted up the track just a little bit, and that'll give Poland the bottom. Not, well, he's there. Definitely gave him a look, that's for sure. I think that, but was Kemp just, I think Kemp was sideways coming out of the corner. Looking at that car, I was pretty sure he had that cranked to the right. Saw a little bit of a slide. Lap times now have fallen off 0.8 of a second. You see Hayda and Cray. Cray was who I mistook May for, I think. I don't know. I could have swore he had a win. Medford, I think, is kind of holding up this line here a little bit. He's not doing it on purpose. I think he's just running his line. I think that just a tad off the pace. I mean, just a tad off the pace. Y'all didn't know, real life, Hendrick Motorsports won the race. That was William Byron who took home the win. Larson second, Elliott third. Bowman finished 7th in that race. It was a good day for. There's a kind of not a throwback day. The memorial for Rick Hendrick's first win 40 years ago in the Cup Series when his cars took home the win. He was not there though, rehabbing from a knee replacement, I believe. Understand how those work. I knew somebody who had one. She got all-timers after that. Medford still holding this top line. And he's not doing anything wrong either. He's doing what he needs to. Johnston getting up on Kemp right now looking for a position. Kemp's try to get around Johnston right now. Looking to the inside, and Medford's actually kind of surprisingly gotten away from these guys. He might be loose with why he's running up a little bit higher than everyone else right now currently. If you're loose, you run higher, you don't have to put as much wheel into it. The issue is it'll burn that right front off. That will make you tighter though. You might want that. Yeah, he's definitely hunting down in front of him. He's not letting him go. Might catch him here really soon. Biggest mover, actually Yanesh, he's up 6 positions, currently in 13th. He has the paint scheme on. Hold on, let me reload paints. It should be showing his paint, but it's not. I know he has one. I have no idea why it's not showing there. He may not have one this race. I could have swore he's been running a paint scheme recently. And look at Medford. He's gotten up under Hunt. Yanesh. Wait. Oh, there's 2 Yaneshes. Jeff Yanesh. I was going to say Steve Yanesh. I need to discrepancy between those 2. Jeff has kept Matt's in his view. He's not really let him go at all. He's stayed relatively close to him. So we have Poland bringing it up here now. Behind Johnson. Johnson just shot. I think he just went past 2 cars. He just sailed it on in that corner. You know what? I'm just going to go up. He's clear up to the wall, but he decides not to clear up completely. That might prove to be his downfall here. reason that he probably didn't move up, because he didn't know if he was completely clear, so he had to play it just a little bit safe. Wait. I say there's brothers in here. That's even more confusing. I'm going to have to say Jeff and Steve, Chris, and Brandon. We got Brandon. He's going up under Chris for this position. Both brothers. I know. Weird to see two pairs of brothers in the league. I know in real life we had Kurt and Kyle Busch, but it's all we really had. I guess you do have. Oh, we had Ty Dillon and Austin Dillon. I take that back a little bit now. That was confusing for sure. I'm really looking at the 44 right now. I think he's got a car, the way he's running. He drove up to Hunt, and Hunt kind of drove away from him a little bit. Radford's in the middle of like the sandwich. He's just kind of in the middle of nowhere. He doesn't really have anybody in front of him or behind him that he can really use to help catch people in front. So he's just kind of like, I'm here, I guess, and I don't really know what to do at this moment. I don't blame him. I mean, you're kind of just stuck at that point. Now these guys have hit 26 laps in the race. We will go to our first commercial break here.
LAT Racing Oils is invested in winning. With industry-leading at-track support, superior engineering, blending technology, and the World Championships to prove it, LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants. Used by NHRA Pro Mod champions Jose Gonzalez and Chris Thorne, along with their closest competitors, LAT Racing Oil continues to carry top-level racers to the winner's circle in all categories of competition. From engine oil to transmission fluid and gear oil, LAT has you covered from end to end in your race car. A nationwide dealer network means easy access to our products as well. Visit LATRacingOils.com for more.
Fred Mott Racing Enterprises, located in Daytona Beach, Florida. Fred Mott Racing Enterprises and Performance is a family-owned and operated automotive performance business. You can find FMR Performance at almost all of the large motorsport swap meets and rod shows throughout the country. Visit our eBay store for all your automotive performance needs. We ship your orders daily.
And we are back here, 33 laps of 117 done. Hunt apparently had some off-track stuff. Oh, yeah, he definitely did. Car just steps out on him. Chase it down the track. Doesn't hit anything, luckily. Goes through the grass. And he does a good job of... At this point, you're just kind of just hoping you just keep going straight. Very lucky that nowadays the cars are not as low as they used to be. I do know that before, if there was any contact with the grass and you didn't rip your splitter off, you're very lucky, because it would it'd rip it off. Now that doesn't happen. Lord, it doesn't. I like how they made these next gens a little bit more durable than what they are now, or what they were. Composite bodies. Xfinity's run that. I believe the Xfinity started to run that. So, and the next gens did that eventually. I don't know when pit stops are going to be. Have no clue about that. What does this do? I don't know what that does. It doesn't show. Oh, it's a setup cover. Okay. So we're around Yanesh. He's actually gotten up here nice. Worked his way. Steve Yanesh has. Bray has drawn in Jeff Yanesh, though. So he's fallen off just a little bit, not a lot. Looks like he's having a little bit of trouble getting around Medford here. Trying to find a way around him. They did redesign, kind of talk about NASCAR. They did redesign the Mustang in the Xfinity series. They just gave it more aggressive fender flares. That's really all that they did. I think for the Xfinity one. In the Cup series, they changed the aero. They gave it more aggressive fender flares. That's the Dark Horse, and they also changed the Camry up. They made the Camry look really weird. It doesn't even look like a Camry anymore, to be honest with you. But Steve's still going to battle. Make him work really hard for it. Medford will. He's actually might have nicked the wall there just a little bit. I saw sparks maybe come off that car. And I think he came off the wall some. The Hunt, he is loose. Let's go on board with him. He is very, very loose. Listen to his throttle here. He'll be out of it if I had to guess. He's not in the wall yet. He is entering and just sailing that car in there. That's probably why he's getting loose like this. I mean, honestly, if you're Hunt, I can't feel it in the wheel. I'm not like on the sim right now. If you're Hunt, I'd honestly enter middle and let it run up the track just to tighten up that car. It's going to burn off the right front. But with the way he's looking like he's having to move around, that honestly might not even hurt him, because he's making a lot of movements. As hello there, Karen. Did not see your comment until now. I just checked the comments. I don't have enough screens to check everything. Did have a tablet at one point, then I sold that. I didn't really care for the tablet, to be honest with you. Didn't use it enough. I just kind of had it, you know. It was there. It really served no purpose. That was the monitor to stream, which I really didn't even use it most of the time. Ooh, that's how you get loose down there. Cochran. Rearin was coming around on him. Luckily, dug into the track enough for him to actually be able to drive it off, but he was about to go around. Somebody's in the wall. That's Medford. He is running the fence. See if he's loose. Roll the bottom. I think he is might be a little loose. See what he does here. Finish top line. Lets it drift up. Looking from his correct. Oh, that's okay. Now that is loose. What you just saw from Yanesh. We'll go cockpit with him now because he is also very, very loose. Everybody's getting loose now. I'm not surprised by that. And their fall off. They started the race running 30s, mid 30s, low 30s. They're now at 31.7s, mid or high 31s at the moment right now, high to mid. So they are definitely feeling the effects of super worn tires. It is not going too well for them, which is not surprising. Hunt's. He needs that stage brake caution. And I don't know when that is. That's as much of a guess to you all that as it is to me. I have no clue. Because they decide that is very loud. They decide that in the driver's meet. I have no idea. Johnston's actually made up some good ground too. I kind of didn't look at him after a while. He was very quiet after a certain point, and now he's actually gone up to fourth. He's looking at third, and Radford's came with them as he also gets completely sideways. Oh, door slam. I don't think he realized he was down there. Run him up the track, and Johnston will save it. The caution comes out. I don't know if RC threw that or if that was iRacing that threw that. We'll go back and look, though, see if that was intentional here. There may have been something that was going on between Jeff Yanesh and Johnston here. I don't know if Jeff knew he was down there. I honestly think he's zoned out here, if I'm being completely honest. I think he's completely zoned out. And he doesn't even realize that Johnston's up under him. And then, after that, he gives Johnston room. I don't know if that's retaliation by Johnston there or not. Let's see if it is. I think he's showing his displeasure. I think he's trying to run him high. I don't know. I think he's trying to run him high here. I don't think he tried to take him out at all. I mean, he's definitely not happy with it yet. Everybody's going to come down pit road. Mats will lead him down here. Got to be clean in, clean out. If you're not, you're gonna be feeling it. You're gonna be really feeling it here soon. So you got to be very, very good on your pit stop. You don't want to lose a lead, and losing a lead, like you just lose all control pretty much. You just don't want to have to deal with that. As Mats might win the race, he might have gotten beat by Cray. I think Cray. Oh my gosh, that was super close between him and Cray. Everybody 4 tires and fuel. damage fixed on the guys that needed damage fixed. That was incredibly close coming off pit road. I mean, that was literally right there with everyone else. Let me get here. Where is... Wow, that is close. See Craze pulling out. I'm gonna slow it down here. I mean, this is... I don't have a good camera view for this, but this is... Gosh, that is close coming off pit road. Now if these guys are under their first caution, I don't know if this was a stage break or not. We will go to a commercial break here.
LAT Racing Oils is invested in winning. With industry-leading at-track support, superior engineering, blending technology, and the World Championships to prove it, LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants. Used by NHRA Pro Mod champions Jose Gonzalez and Chris Thorne, along with their closest competitors, LAT Racing Oil continues to carry top-level racers to the winner's circle in all categories of competition. From engine oil to transmission fluid and gear oil, LAT has you covered from end to end in your race car. A nationwide dealer network means easy access to our products as well. Visit LATRacingOils.com for more.
As we are back here. Oh, I'm about to sneeze here. Give me a minute. Oh, there it is. Good lord. That was working its way up there. That's my bad. 51 laps of 117 done. A little bit short of halfway. Halfway is 60. No, it's actually 50, 56-ish. No. 58-ish. As green flag is back in the air, we are back underway here. See Matt's come off the corner. Methford comes out second. Todd Cray and Steve Yanesh gonna battle for third here. Fresh tires, so drivers are gonna be making a little bit of moves that they probably shouldn't be doing. At the same time, who cares? Make the move, see what happens. Can't hurt. Well, it's a lie. It can hurt if you take somebody out above you, which I have saw happen before. Many times before. So we're still going to fight it out, and I don't expect them to not fight each other for this position. But while they're doing this, Matt just ran the fastest lap of the race, 29.97. So he's setting the pace right now currently, but I wouldn't be too worried if you're setting the pace right now. What? I'm not even going to ask. No, I'm going to make it. Well, we have 4 sets of tires. They burn through 1 set, which is not a bad thing. I'm pretty cautious with it. But again, the fall-off is absolutely massive. When we saw a second and a half, pretty much, of fall-off, and Stevie Nash was able to get that spot. And Medford was able to hold it on the outside. Brandon Medford, that is. The Charity Motorsports car. Red and black, kind of a red chrome paint scheme. What is that on the hood also? Zoe's Place Child Advocacy Center. As Cray's going to almost get him clear. He's not clear quite just yet. Medford was bail. I can see the flames coming out of the pipes. That means he's bailing out the throttle. He easily could have just destroyed him, but he decided, you know, I'm going to lift. His Cray he's making it close. Actually lost another position. Oh, we got Hunt almost around, and he's going to come up and clip the 33. Able to save it, though, was Jenkins, but Hunt hard into the wall. No caution yet. Wow. Okay, no caution comes out for that. We got to go back, and will it give me the notification for it? We'll just have to go back old style here and watch it, because this is... What happened with Hunt? It didn't even give me a notification that he wrecked. It was that much of a save. Oh, tries to go through the grass, doesn't he? You can only run a man so low. Actually, no, he tries to come up the track, gets hit, overcorrects, and flips the 33 in the rear. That 33 is very lucky to save it. That was Jenkins, who did a good job, and he's probably hurt. I guarantee those rear tires are not happy at all. Probably got to let those cool down a little bit, because those are mainly probably just cooked straight up right now at the moment. Crazy. Still trying to chase him down. Pretty close to him. Needs to maybe have Sweeting get on his bumper just a little bit. Excuse me, I just had my ears blown out by a noise. That was incredibly loud. I don't know what in the world that was. Race still trying to just slowly work his way up in front of him. He's right there. Ray's just looking. If he can get right up to him. He's just trying to make it up there. He's trying to get to the outside. If he can just get the outside bumper. Almost has it too. He's so close. Ray has gotten the lead from him. Not Cray. Matt's gonna stop his slide here a little bit. 66, so a little bit past halfway now, and this top 5 is top 6. No, yes, top 6 has kind of bunched themselves up together again. 2 Charity Motorsports cars. Chuck Sweeting still trying to find a little bit of a run if he can find one. Got 1, 2. We have only 1 Toyota, and that is Jason Mullis. That was a car we saw Hunt bounce off of, and yet Hunt is pretty much done. for the race. He's not called it quits, but basically guys call it quits. Gary May. Oh. Excuse me. Been wearing shoes that have hurt my feet recently. The shoes that don't hurt my feet have been next to my bed the whole entire time. Not too bright when I'm looking for certain things. He's trying to get an outside bite. He just can't get it, and that's going to hurt his right front, so you can't really be doing that too much. The reason I say that is it's just iffy. If you're tight, if you're loose, do it. If you're not loose, then don't do it. Because it just cooks the right front, and I saw guys just burn the right front off of certain cars, and they're just like, I don't know what happened, man. I don't know what happened. Kind of what they asked him, like, dude, you just cooked the right front of your tire off, and what do you expect happen to your car when it's like that? Trying to find a lane. He just can't get what he needs. And he's so close to it. Stevie Nash trying to get around Tim. Cray's actually getting caught here by Mats a little bit. Mats is running him down just to tad. He's right there at it too. So he's got a good bite off the bottom here. I think Matt's got a little bit tight. Plowed up the track just a tad. We have Radford coming for a position. Sweeting falling back now. Have a train behind him. Well, not really a train. He's going to have a boost, I guess. 2 more cars behind him. If he doesn't get down, he's going to get passed possibly here in a minute. He's got to keep his mind. We'll do 1 lap on board here with 5 random drivers. Haven't done it this race here, so we will start that right now. So up front, I can see a little bit of action going up here. That was, yeah, I saw somebody, that's Steve Yanesh, or Jeff Yanesh, sorry, has gone off. Mullis has been involved also. I saw something happening up there before I panned back to it. Starts with Jeff Yanesh here. No, that was way back. I saw something completely different. As Jeff just gets loose, barely tapped by Johnston. Overcorrects through the grass. No, he doesn't overcorrect. He's still trying to drive it. That's what's got him. He's going to slide up on the track. Mullis. Oh, Mullis. Probably tried to shoot the bottom. He didn't really know where Yanesh was going, if I had to guess here. Yeah, you can see, I think he's expecting him to slide up the track more, and evidently he didn't, and Mullis just smoked him. This should bring okay, Yanesh is Tokyo drifting. That is a destroyed suspension on that car. Wow, that is bad. Everybody's going to come down pit road. 4 tires, fuel. You are not going to... Nope. Not take 4 tires and fuel here. This should get you to the end, I believe. See how this race off pit road goes. It was very, very close last time between Mats and Cray. Extremely close. Who wins? I'm looking. You can see Mats on the bottom right of your screen. Cray's off and away. He just got to beat Mats out. And he easily beat him out that time. That was not even a race at that point. As now that these guys have done their pit stops, we'll go to a commercial break here.
LAT Racing Oils is invested in winning. With industry-leading at-track support, superior engineering, blending technology, and the World Championships to prove it, LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants. Used by NHRA Pro Mod champions Jose Gonzalez and Chris Thorne, along with their closest competitors, LAT Racing Oil continues to carry top-level racers to the winner's circle in all categories of competition. From engine oil to transmission fluid and gear oil, LAT has you covered from end to end in your race car. A nationwide dealer network means easy access to our products as well. Visit LATRacingOils.com for more.
As we are back here, 36 laps left. It's hot in this room right now. That's what happens when you water cool everything. It dissipates heat very well, but a little too well. As pace, actually, lights are back on. Pace truck. What is? I probably spelled that wrong. Oh, I spelled. What is? What did I even spell? Yeah, that doesn't even translate into French. I had a feeling I spelled something wrong here. Don't try to do what I did. I'm not too surprised. The lights go off again. I don't know why they came on to start. That's really weird that it came on. Does anybody know wrecked on track at all? Just no clue what that was about. Pace truck should pull in this time by. As it will. Got Cray and Medford. Front two as green flag is in the air. We are back underway here. Matt, so he's looking. He's trying the outside. He can just get his nose out there. Have to go side by side with Medford on the bottom. Cray gonna probably try to pull Matt's with him. Bring him up here with him. But Medford's strong on the bottom, surprisingly. Gets a big run down the backstretch. I didn't expect that. He didn't seem like he got an amazing exit. Look, he just kind of got a meh exit, but he evidently said, hey, watch this. I'm going to try to take the lead here. So he's going to go down all the way to the apron. You can go as low as you want to. He's trying it, and he's not able to get it. He's very, very close. I mean, very, very, very close. Radford. I've been looking at it a little bit this whole race. But Stevie Nash and Chuck Sweeting are the biggest movers. Look at Cochran. Cochran's gotten up here too. He was back of the pack the whole entire day, but he's found his way up to the front 85 laps into the race. Kind of waited around. Not a bad option. I mean, sometimes that seems to be the better thing to do in some races, is just wait out and then let those guys burn off their tires. Kind of stay in the shadows almost, I say. Kind of. Yeah. I say that's right. Yeah. Stay in the shadows. And then kind of strike when nobody really expects it. Come out guns blazing. Radford's up under Matt right now. Looks like he might get this position on him too. And I think he will. He's close to him though. If he can get a good drive off the bottom is the only issue. Matt, however, gets a better one. He's going to go up under Medford. I've had to choose to be a car that I'd want to be. I'd actually probably want to be Radford right now. He just watch Mats go. Well, I don't know. You can watch Mats go at it, and Mefford go at it too. Put these two burn off their tires, but the problem is you kind of got to wait to get around. You got to get around those guys. Hope you don't get held up too long and then get to Cray in time. That itself is asking a pretty big amount too. Looking at the 44 early in the race. Chris Mefford, he was up there. He kind of charged up to the front. He's kind of relegated himself back to the back now. He had a very good run going, though. I will say that much, but this looks like it wasn't really meant to be for him. I don't know if he just got mired back in traffic and couldn't really do much with it. I wouldn't be surprised. Back position kind of is becoming a big game, big part of the game now. You don't have to fight as hard. I'm maybe just backing off a little bit. I'm trying to possibly save the tire, the right front at least. Only reason I say that is just because if you can save a little bit, and then when they start catching up, you know, hey, let's pick it up a little bit and get up on it. But you don't always have to go, you know, completely nuts into the wall. Some guys do like to do that. I don't know how they do it, but they do. You're at times now, they're all running 51s. They're all running in the 50s. These top. I only just dropped off a whole second, or half. It's not a second. It's a 10th of a second. Some of these guys did. Mefford is in the draft, though. I got to keep that in mind. It's not like he's out of it at all. He can still catch them. And even these guys back here can still catch them too. It just depends on, you know, one thing that I notice is if you miss one corner, it kind of affects basically the whole tire. It just builds up more heat. The tire just won't turn, won't do what you want it to. And after that point, it's kind of like, well, I don't know what to do at this point in time. The other guys are kind of just falling into lines. I don't mean to be going quiet like that either. I'm just trying to think of something to say. Right, he's probably liking what he's seeing now in his mirror. He can see this, what's going on behind him. All these guys racing each other. Medford's trying to get around Mats. Actually, no, Mats is getting around Medford now. I forgot that. Medford was ahead of him. Might have had the tires just kind of throw themselves off a cliff, maybe, possibly for him. The car is just wanting to stop turning, and after it gets to a certain point, you can't really do much. You just have to baby it to the finish, and it might be what happened here. Caution comes out, this could change everything. That almost changed the race today. Caution with 3 laps to go. John Hunter Nemechek blew a right front tire in the wall he went. Luckily, the Hendrick car still won the race. Would have preferred it to be Larson. I don't like Byron. Not because he's a bad driver. It's just I just think Gordon deserves that car more than anything else. Or that's, in my mind, that's still Jeff Gordon's car. It never has not been his. Yanesh, I'll give him this. He's stuck with it. Car's probably destroyed in the right rear. Yeah, look at this. This is straight for him. So the suspension's still screwed on that car. I mean, it's utterly destroyed. He's basically steering to the right in that straight. We saw him crab walking earlier. Might see a little bit here. He's still doing it a little bit. When I say crab walking, the right rear is kicked out to the right more, and it's kind of pointing down into the corner already. And you used to actually be able to do that. Well, you still can do that, but it's just iffy. See, Yanesh is just kind of giving way. He's a lap down. He's not going to fight these guys. He's multiple laps down. Actually, he's 7 laps down. Hunt still in the race. I'll give him that. He stayed in it. And again, it's not unheard of to come. Well, I say it's not unheard of. I came back from being 8 laps down at Phoenix in NIS like a year ago. That was one of the worst races I think I ever ran. I think I got tapped or either overcorrected and smoked the wall in the next gen. Knocked my steering to the right, and I had to get it fixed because it was just not turning anymore. Back here around Sweeting, though, we got Radford, Cochran going at it. Trying Sweeting. I think, Radford might have gotten a little bit loose. Medford just hit the wall up there. Steve Yanesh might be able to catch Medford here. Brandon Medford, that is. As Chris has just done some landscaping here for free. Loose off the corner, chases it down. I'd take that over overcorrecting any day if I was him. Yeah, just go through the grass. Not a bad idea. Just go through grass. You're not going to hurt the car that bad. I mean, it's going to be hurt, but it's not like, oh my gosh, the car's ruined. We can't race anymore. You're going to be fine. Someone in here saying, let's go Todd Cray. Yeah, Cray's leading, so that might be a good choice for you. Do you have if you don't mind me asking, Jessica, do you have a relation to Cray? You his girlfriend, mother, friend, something like that? I know in one league we have somebody's girlfriend that watches them race. To not be single, going on 4 years anyway. Cray, he doesn't want to see a caution right now. This is not what he wants to see. He just wants everybody to be spaced out. As long as he sees that, he's like, you know what, totally fine. As long as they don't wreck, I don't care what they do. It's kind of what you have to kind of come into some of these races with the mentality of, as long as they don't wreck. Cousin, okay. It's cool to see. I know people's parents will watch and all that other stuff. I was just wondering because I saw you cheering them on. We had some relation to them. It was kind of cool to see some of your family members watch you race online in a simulator. They're like, "Why can't you do the real thing?" Yeah, well, give me over like $100,000 and maybe I can pay my way into a ride. I would love to do any type of racing in real life. Never did that never got into it when I was a kid. I did go to college for track. I raced on my feet. I was a sprinter. Different type of racing. People always ask, "Did you like to run?" No, I did not like to run. I just like to go fast. That's the only thing I cared about. On my day off, you would never see me running. You're a wizard, Harry. Matt, I think he has second locked up. I don't think he has to worry about Medford or Cochran behind them right now. I think they're pretty far ahead. To the point where he's like, I can just look at you on my mirror and won't get any closer to me at all. Biggest mover looks like this whole entire race will be Chuck Sweeting. He's up 13. Having to deal with Johnson behind him, though. Johnson's looking for a spot. He might get a run. Yeah, he's got to run here. He's got to run down the hill. Got a good turn off the car. He's going to look outside here. Johnson or Sweeting won't really defend. He can't really defend against that, to be honest with you. Going to try to sail on in there. I don't think he's going to be able to get a run. Yeah, he's not going to be able to get a run because of that. He ruined his chances here. Have to. No, actually, if I take that back, he might. Slide would have to remount. One of the two. He's going to get around him there. That's surprising. So Sweeting loses one, still up 12 though from where he started. So he's done a pretty good job. Medford might have to worry about Cochran here. I don't think he will. He should be fine. Matt, he just wants to see the white flag here. As long as he sees the white flag, that's all he cares about. He's going to pull William Byron today. White flag, all you want to see. I'm out of 3 and 4 here. One more time around here. Star's going to have the flag in his hand. He sees that white flag going there. He's going to be so happy as white flag is in the air one more time around here. Todd Cray, Matt second, Medford third. Medford. Keep adding D on his name. I'm sorry about that. But Cray. Somebody called it in chat. They said, "Go Cray," and look at him now. Cousin was cheering you on from base, I think like lap 20-ish, if I believe. Todd Cray, he will go in 2-3. And he will come out of 4 here, and he will take home the win here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We will bring in the top 3 drivers now here for an interview. Let me get them in the room here. That's qualifying results. That's not race, and you just blew up. So, Efford, Matt, and Cray. Can't tell if that's Medford. Yeah, that's Medford. Okay, we'll bring Brandon Medford in here. Hey, Brandon, this is Bryson Booth. Have a copy, man.
Yeah, I got you, bud.
And so you come home third today. You pick up 5 spots from where you started. How did the race go for you overall, though? Because it seemed like towards the end there you were going to compete for the win.
Yeah, that first stint there, those guys really took off and set a pretty tough pace, and we were saving tires, hoping for them to come back to us, but they weren't coming back to us very quickly. So decided to go out there and just run the wheels off of it and see if I had anything for them there towards the end.
So how was it driving this car on this track? Because I saw some people were running high and they were actually getting really loose up there, and some of them were going down through the grass.
Yeah, you really had to save the right rear tire on these things because off the corners it was super free. So if you lost your momentum and was trying to drive with the gas pedal up off the corner, it was not paying off for you and making it almost impossible to drive.
So how do you think that they've changed how people were driving? Did they kind of have to just take it easy? And, like, do you think that first stint kind of showed them, hey, we can't go out there and just go absolutely insane on them?
I'm not real sure what it did to those guys. Like I said, we were saving tires, but they were setting an incredible pace. So I don't think we had enough to, in a tire run to get up there. So I think they knew what they needed to do. They were still going to race hard and, hopefully had something there for us in the end. I know Adam and I had a battle there that last stint, and he backed off and saved his stuff and then drove right by me. So it's tough to say what everybody learned there.
Man, well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank everybody for showing up tonight. I thank Sam and his team that puts this deal on. Not got to race here very much because I was in another league. So, but every time I'm in here, it's a class act deal, and really proud to be a proud of it. And then shout out to my buddy Dougie. Hopefully he's watching the stream. He's going through a little bit of personal issue right now. So, love you, Dougie. Get better soon. And then everybody over at my charity motorsports team. Thank all those. Chris and Garrett and Troy were all out here racing with me tonight. So thanks to them, and then thanks to charity, Zoe's Place, charity that I have riding on my car, and that's what we all race for, is to bring awareness to these child advocacy groups. So proud to be a part of that. And then again, thanks to everybody watching this stream.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go, but good job coming home third tonight, man.
Thanks, bud.
That's Brandon Mefford. We'll bring in the second place driver in Adam Matz. Hey, Adam, this is Bryce in the booth. Have a copy, man.
Hey, I got you. Yeah.
And so you come home second. You fall just a little bit short there, but with the way the season's going for you, second place is not bad. But how did the race go for you overall, though, man? Because it seems like you were pretty much battling for the lead up front, which is, again, not surprising this whole entire season.
Yeah, no, to be honest with you, I wasn't expecting this to be an evening/night race, so that caught me a little bit off guard. But actually, it helped me. I ran better. If we ran daytime, I think it would have been more of a struggle for me. But actually, the nighttime helped a lot. And I thought, in pretty good place. And eventually, I was able to get away from Jeff. Jeff hung with me for forever. And then I was keeping an eye on Todd because he was maintaining. He was starting to gain to me at the end of that. What was that, the first stage? So I was aware of Todd, and then we got to racing, and then I was getting back to his back bumper there, and then we got the caution, and I wish the caution would have happened like a lap or two later. Maybe I could have got by him, but oh well.
And so how was it driving the car at this track? Because I noticed some people, they were going up against the wall because they were loose, and then they would still get loose on exits. How hard was it to drive here, especially when you got that right rear heated up at all? Because it seemed to make those cars really hard to drive.
Yeah, especially once you got about halfway through a fuel run, that's when it would really, I don't half to 3/4, it would really start getting loose. I was particularly loose off of turn 4. That's where probably the same for everyone. You had to just kind of be really careful with the throttle. Kind of reminded me a little bit of when we ran Texas. In Texas, we were loose. Not quite as bad as Texas, but kind of like that.
Yeah, so how does this finish, add on to the season that you're having? Because you're already having a really, really good one so far.
Yeah, well, the points reset for our playoffs. So, it would have been nice to get to win because the win would get you in the final four race. So congrats to Todd. He locks him into the final four. I still have to kind of battle through, but the points, I got the stage win and I got all those points for second. So I should be a pretty good place. I'm going to need it because next weekend is Talladega, and who knows what's going to happen there.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, just shout out to my teammates, everything, Jerry, Ray, and Dwayne for all their help. Shout out to the admins and everything, Sam, Pat, Jeff, for everything they're doing, and thanks to you as well for everything you're doing with the broadcast, for keeping that going.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go, but good job coming home second tonight, man.
All right, thanks.
That was Adam Matz, the second place driver. I will bring in the race winner and Todd Cray. Hey, Todd, this is Bryson in the booth. Have a copy, man.
Hey, Bryson. How you doing, buddy?
Man, so you had Jessica cheering you on from the chat, but now how did the race go for you overall, though? Because it seemed like you were up front the whole entire time, even though you did start seventh. So, how did the car handle for you the whole entire night? Well, evidently it handled good, but, how was it from your point of view?
Yeah, actually, I had to learn. I had to do some learning during that race. First run, I had to make some passes and put the car in a lot of positions I didn't really like, and I just lost the right rear really bad. But we gained some positions, and then I actually first time ever I just started to drive the car and push it onto the right front, even down the front stretch, and wear that right front down early, and then use the brake late in the runs to get it to turn. And really, that was pretty much the key to success tonight is saving that right rear and using the brake late in the run when I needed it.
So how does this make you feel knowing that, I believe, is your ticket punched to Chicagoland?
Yeah, I think we got a win. We kind of win last week. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you, but I think it was. But either way, we got a good momentum going. Momentum's always good this time of the year. So, yeah, feeling pretty good. Got a little late start tonight and didn't get as much practice I like, and which isn't good. It's got to be changed. Cousin Jess is out there. She expects a lot of me, and, sometimes I slip up without getting those practice laps in. But, yeah, it just came to us tonight. And like I said, it was just a learning period there. I was able to really rebalance the car to use that right front up a lot more than that right rear, and that was really the key tonight.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Just Assassin Racing, Ghost Racing Network. We know Cousin Jess cheering me on out there, and she pushed me to win, and that's what we're doing. And Trixie's always there with her watching, and we appreciate that. Here in New Jersey, yeah, we're ready to move on and see if we can get a championship this year.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go, but good job tonight, man.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
That was Todd Cray. He's punched his ticket to the playoffs. Going to go over the finishing order here now. First, Todd Cray. Second, Adam Matz. Third, Brandon Medford. Fourth, Jerry Cochran. Fifth, Garrett Johnson. Sixth, Chuck Sweeting. Seventh, Levi Poland. Eighth, Troy Radford. Ninth, William Kemp. 10, Troy Hayden. 11th, Steve Yanesh. 12th, Ray Polking. 13th, Gary May. 14th, Larry Brunner. 15th, Mark Jenkins. 16th, Chris Medford. 17th, Jeff Yanesh. 18th, Dwayne Hunt, and then 19th is Jason Mullis, who got involved in an incident. Not a bad race overall, but I'm not going to keep you on any longer because I have college classes tomorrow, so I will let you all go.